I'm turning 19 in less than a month. Recently, I began to think, I'm getting older. Yeah. There are some memories that I decided to go over. And some that are just goddamn ridiculous. Now, as children, we've all done stupid shit. Some we thought were right, some we didn't really care. As children, we don't really have a lot of common sense. So, for no apparent reason, I decided to just talk to you with my experience of technology as a child. Why? Because there's some things that you just gotta have no respect for me in the end. Let's go. First, let me explain one thing. I'm either a genius or a dumbass when it comes to technology, even as a child. My family used to tell me, before I moved out, they used to tell me how I used to take a VCR apart, and when I was like the age of 5 years old, I'd take it apart, take all the parts out, and put them all back in the right place, put it together, and it'll still work as if it's new. I'm just like, what? Me? This fucking dumbass? Are you serious? No, I did not believe that. But, around the same point in time, okay, as kids, during the 90s, I'm sure we all loved Pokemon. Me, in particular, I was watching the Pokemon anime, with a Mountain Dew, back when I used to drink a Mountain Dew, and then, oh, son of a bitch. And then, as dumb as Derby McDurperson child, I just thought, hey, maybe the TV's a little thirsty. I'm glad I can laugh at this. So I went up to the TV. With TV with one of the big back ends. You fucking children of today might not even know what I'm talking about. It's like a fucking 72-inch flat screen that Vizio makes is the same way as a small-ass TV with a big back on it. It's like, you guys don't even know how easy you have it nowadays. It's like, even 10 years ago is not as easy as it was today. Not to say it was hard, it's just definitely not as easy. Like, you could download music videos on your iPods, but you could barely even get like a couple songs in your little iPod mini. So, back to the story. I poured Mountain Dew into the TV like a fucking dumbass. I was just like... first pour, it was fine. Second one...
You just started acting a little more...
Then my mom had to give her, her big end TV, to replace mine. And from what I remember, she was not too happy about that. I was fucking dumbass. Like I said, I was either a genius or a dumbass. But here's the situation. Okay. As dumbasses, we all touch the fucking stove every now and then, but yet me and my sister, when we were little, okay, the other situation is just one for me, but me and my sister had this one thing in common, where even when the stove was on, even if you could see the flames, my mom was just like, don't touch, don't touch. We were 5 years old. Well, I was 5. She was most likely 6 or 7. And as dumbasses, we were just like, we would never fucking learn until years upon years later, until we're like, I don't know. Like, for her, she would learn much sooner than me, but I had to be like 8 till I stopped touching the fucking stove. A similar incident went with me, and me only, with lawnmowers. Like, those lawnmowers you had to push around. I decided, it was back in a greenhouse I used to live in, and back when I was like 2. I don't know why the fuck I remember this. 2 or 3, because I heard that you can't really process memories until the age of 3. That could be bullshit or not. But, like, around that point in time, I remember they were talking about this lawnmower. Like, hey, it's big, it has a nice engine and all stuff. Like, stuff I couldn't understand because I was, like, 3. And I was, like, still at the house I was basically born in. So I said, go down and put my finger in the lawnmower as it's going. No, I still have all my fingers, I guarantee you that. But, fucking dumbass here. I was afraid of I never told anybody. Because I had a genuine fear of lawnmowers up until the age, I don't know when, but it's like, when I moved to a different house in the same state of Maryland, like, I lived in Maryland for a while, up until I was 8, and I moved to Pennsylvania for the first time. But before I moved to Pennsylvania, I got over my fear of lawnmowers. But there's one thing I was afraid of, for even after I moved to PA. I'm not afraid of it now. Like a fucking 19-year-old man is fucking afraid of the Energizer body. What? But as a child, I was fucking terrified. You see, no one knows this, but I used to have these nightmares as a child. Recurring nightmares. I don't have the fucking nightmares now. Now it's just fucking stupid. But as a child, I was terrified because I had a nightmare, or a few nightmares, recurring nightmares, of the Energizer Bunny electrocuting me. And ever since then, a little fucking toddler Zachary couldn't fucking watch a commercial with the Energizer Bunny. Every time one would come on, there goes Zach running for the fucking hills. Don't worry, Zach, you're getting away from him. Don't worry. Even if the Energizer Bunny was real, he'd be like hundreds of miles faster than you. But you just go on. You go on. Don't worry, you're getting away from him. Go! He's gone. As a fucking child, I was like fucking terrified of the Energizer. But I'm not now. I just think it's fucking stupid that I was terrified of the Energizer Bunny. Why, of all things? It was even bigger than my fear of lawnmowers. And there was a legitimate reason why I was afraid of lawnmowers, because I was a little kid. I almost cut my finger off with one. But with the Energizer Bunny, I had a genuine fear for the thing, like, up until, I don't know how old I was when I stopped being afraid of the Energizer Bunny. Maybe up to the point when I fucking realized it's stupid to be afraid of a mascot for batteries. Even as a child, I still used Energizer batteries to power like my Game Boy. Okay, another thing you kids don't understand these days is that we didn't have chargeable video game devices. Most of ours had to use batteries. And yes, there may have been chargers for some, like the Game Boy Advance, but most of them needed to use AA batteries. You guys had it easy now. Granted, it was easy back then, but not as easy. Like, technology really advanced in the past 10 years. I mean, like, just take a look at the PS1 and now the PS4. I mean, like, technology really has advanced rather quickly, in my opinion. But all I can say is I was a fucking dumbass. I was afraid of the Energizer Bunny, and I thought TVs had feelings and they could get thirsty. So I fucking poured soda. I already told this story. I was a fucking dumbass. I'm sorry. I don't know why. But now, almost at the age of 19, turning 19 on March 28th, I remembered all those memories and realized I wasn't just a fucking dumbass kid back in 9th grade in high school. I was a fucking dumbass kid in general. But I'm proud of it. I'm stupid and I'm proud! I'm stupid and I'm proud! I'm fucking idiot and I'm proud! Is that what he calls it? I remember fucking years ago he was screaming on the rooftop how he was ugly and proud. Now we're just stupid. But is that what he really calls it? So I hope you enjoyed this childhood story of me being a dumbass. If you want to see more, put your comments down below. And make sure to like, maybe favorite, and subscribe if you want to see some more. I make videos almost every day. And remember, we all see fish in the ceiling at least once our lives.